Pressler with your SCV News Break for Wednesday, September 23rd. Cumulative voting will not be used for the 2016 elections in the city of Santa Clarita. A Los Angeles County Superior Court judge made the ruling after receiving a letter on September 14th from State Secretary Alex Padilla stating that the Optomark system has not been tested for a cumulative voting election. All voting systems must be tested and certified by Padilla's office before use. The ruling stems from a suit against the city and multiple school districts alleging a California Voting Rights Act violation. Judge Terry A. Green originally ruled back in July of 2014 that cumulative voting could be used by the city. Cumulative voting is a type of voting system which aims to promote more proportional representation in elections. The next step is to prepare orders to send back to the plaintiffs, Jim Solis and Rosemary Sanchez Frazier. If there are any objections, there will be another hearing. A new chloride compliance plan will be moving forward following the Santa Clarita Valley Sanitation District Board's approval of 2 new agenda items on Tuesday. Board members voted to approve a plan which would allow them to begin looking for potential suppliers for equipment for the Valencia water reclamation plant. The new equipment would be installed into the current water reclamation plants. Another approved item will fund engineers to support the project and test water in the Newhall land and farming wells. Under the new plan, about 6 truckloads of brine will be driven to the proposed facility, the Joint Water Pollution Control Plant in Carson, which treats water waste and discharges it to the ocean. The new plan comes in an effort to comply with a state-mandated chloride compliance plan, which the city must follow by 2019 or face steep fines. Vape and e-cigarette users will have to keep an eye on where they smoke in the Santa Clarita Valley following the City Council's decision to regulate their use on Tuesday night. The council unanimously approved the regulation which will prohibit their use from places of employment, restaurants, bars, city facilities, public places, city parks, trails, and open spaces. The matter was first considered in April and moved to give enough time for the public to comment. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we'll hear about how one local woman and her son are protesting the upcoming sainthood of a religious icon. Stay right here for that story, plus your local weather report.
My relationships were affected by my addiction in ways that are almost hard to describe. I lost that trust and that sense of intimacy that you have with your family.
Everyone says that, oh, it's just a plant, like you can't get addicted to it, but like really, it is addictive. If you're doing it all day, like every day, it's just like, that's all your life consists of is smoking weed, like then it's addictive.
I think your son is, you'll never know, because it is hard to hide, but if you try hard enough, you can conceal it. There's no face to addiction. Like your next door neighbor could be an addict and you have no idea.
People we deal with are great people. They're just making bad choices. So if we can help people make better choices, everybody wins.
And I love you very, very much.
2 Santa Clarita residents are leading a 650-mile pilgrimage to protest a controversial priest jump into sainthood. Castaic residents Caroline Ward Holland and her son Kagan will walk to all 21 of California's missions in protest to Pope Francis's announcement to make Father Junipero Serra a saint. The Ward Hollands are Tataviam Indian descendants, which have lived in the Santa Clarita Valley for 1,600 years. Serra initiated the building of missions throughout the state, which invited Native American Indians in and then didn't allow them to leave. Native Americans were treated poorly in the missions, and thousands are buried in mass graves under them, according to a report from CNN and Ward Holland. Ward Holland says that by granting Serra sainthood, he is putting the mark of approval on those actions. For more information about Ward Holland's journey, you can log on to walkfortheancestors.org. Now turning to weather, the first day of fall is upon us, but that does not mean that temperatures will be backing down this week. Highs were in the 90s on Wednesday. The rest of the week is going to heat up to triple digits by Thursday with a high of 101. Overnight lows are expected to stay in the 60s. That's all for your SCV News Break. For more local news, you can log on to homedownstation.com or scvnews.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Kimberly Pressler.